Welcome to the Energy Waves for June 2023. As always, I'm going to give you three main themes this month, plus action steps, so you'll be able to surf these energy waves like the hero you are, or a professional surfer on a Sunday afternoon. Plus, myself, Nicholas Haines, the Five Institute, we've got loads of goodies to help you. And also, I'm going to give you something that needs to underpin everything you do that will make this month super successful and allow you to have a great time moving forward. So let's look at the first of the three themes going on this month, and that is destiny calling. Now, currently we are in a water rabbit year. Now, ignore the rabbit because that's going to hop along later in a very important way, but let's concentrate on the water energy. Now, water is the only energy, the only element that actually leaves its mark on the earth. Everything is incredibly transitory, but think about the Grand Canyon. Think about the valleys that have been created by the glaciers. Water fundamentally changes the structure of the earth. It leaves something behind. So this year, and to a certain extent last year, which were both water energy years, have been about you exploring how you might leave your mark on the earth, or what's important to you, or what you want to have when you are no longer here. So why am I saying June is about destiny calling? Well, that's because it's a fire energy month. And what fire does is it illuminates things, it expands things, it shines a light on things. So what will happen this month is there will be some sense of expansion that you want to do in terms of how you want the world, or how you want to leave the world, or your destiny, or your calling, or whatever it is that you have within you that is rumbling away. We're also going to be much easier because fire energy illuminates, so you'll be able to perhaps see it more easily. So there's an expansion, there's an illumination about this destiny. There's also, fire energy is also connected with our heart. So it's really easy to start to feel, something is calling in my heart for something I want in the world or want to do myself. Now, there is an issue here, and that is that water energy is also related to fear. So as you explore these destiny things and what you want to do and how you want to have the world, or how you want to speak up, you may start to get fear. But don't worry about that, because the one thing that fear hates is fame or being in the spotlight. And we're in a fire energy month, and that's shining a light as a spotlight. So if you feel fearful, just share what it is with other people. I want to do this, but I'm quite afraid. And the fear will seem ridiculous in some way, because fear hates fame, it hates to be in the spotlight. So just share what it is that you're worried about. I thought I'd just interrupt this video to let you know that I'm often really afraid that no one will watch these videos, but you're here, so clearly my fear is unfounded. Plus, it kind of sounds ridiculous now I've said it out loud. Put in the comment below something that you might be afraid of. See if it sounds ridiculous. We're in this together. Back to the video. Bye. Now, let's look at the second theme for this month, which is related in some way. And what that is its expansion, adventures, and plot twists. Now, because we're in this fire energy month, we're going to see the expansion of things. In order to understand this, you've got to recognize that for the last few years, we have been in a very collapsing state where we've been doing less, locked away, held back. We've been in a metal energy phase. And metal energy is about isolation. It's related to autumn, to fall, to disconnection. So we've had this disconnected phase, this isolation phase. We've had the water energy, which is about being reflective. It's about looking backwards. So we've had this retrospective, backward isolation, looking at things in order for us to work out what it is that we do and what it is that we don't want in the world. June is the first month where we get this fire energy and we start to say, I don't want this. I really don't like this. I really want this. And this is what I'm going to do with it. So there's an expansion. It's an opportunity for you to start to have adventures and to play with what's going on. Now, there is a bit of a challenge here because we're in this metal energy block of time. Metal energy has got something going on around perfection. So as you explore and you expand, don't fall into the trap that you need to be perfect and need to know everything. That isn't the game. It's just about getting out there and playing and do things that you will enjoy. So what are the plot twists about? Well, that's our friend, the rabbit. As I talked about at the beginning of the year, what is going to happen this year, like rabbits, they'll suddenly change direction. And things are going to happen this year. We're suddenly going to get a plot twist. Now, what are plot twists about and why are they really good for you? Well, if you think about a film or a book, what they often have, really good ones, is they're going along a certain direction and suddenly they'll change direction and you'll have a plot twist and you'll go, oh, I didn't see that coming. Oh, that's exciting. That made me think. That makes me wake up. So that's what plot twists are around to do. They're about to make you think, to wake you up, to excite you, to illuminate things, and to also give you things you didn't think were possible. Now, as the plot twists happen, you might think, oh, that's a surprise. And don't worry about that. It's there to give you something and illuminate something in some way. So you're going to get plot twists this month. We're going to get plot twists all year. You just might notice them a bit more as you hop out into the world. So let's look at the third theme for the month. And this is a fantastic one. And this is power games between the old and the new. So like I said, we're currently in a water energy phase. Now, water energy is related to winter. And in winter, we basically have our past, present, and moving into the future. It's this cusp between what was and what will become. Now, there will be a power game between what was and what will become. And for you personally, that can be going on. It's also going on for the world, because we're having this massive shift between what was, old systems and old ways of being, and what will be, new systems and new collaborations and stuff. But for you personally, it might show up in this way, that you start to think, oh, I want to do this in the future. I've got this. And then your past comes up and says, oh, no, you can't do that because you tried that in the past and this happened, or your inner critic comes up, or that old metal energy perfection comes up. But particularly your past may start to try and define you in some way. And what's really important is for you to tell stories that will empower you for the future. So, for example, you might say, well, I had this happen in the past, and what that's done is that has enabled me to do this, and that is fantastic. So there will be a power game between your past and your future versions. And ultimately, your future is going to win because that's the direction of the energy. But be aware, your past could just come and give you a little bit of a nibble to try and stop you. But we've got stuff to help you with that, so don't worry about it. So let's look at the first of the 3 action steps that you need to take. Plus, I'm going to tell you something that underpins it all that we all keep forgetting about, but will make a tremendous difference to your life. First of the 3 action steps, and that is to express your longing. Now, there is something that you have been longing to express, to explore, to do for everything. That could be connected with your destiny, but there will be a longing that you've had. This is the month. Remember, it's fire energy, passion, heart. Now, in order to do that, you've got to do the second of your action steps, which is really about knowing yourself in a way that you've never known yourself before, to really get who it is you are. Now, we've got something at the 5 Institute to help you with that. In fact, we've got 3 things to help you with that. We have the vitality test, which is completely free. We'll give you the balance of these 5 energies within you. We also have something called the energetic superpower experience, which lets you explore your vitality test and gets you to recognize, you know what? This is my superpower. This is what I'm really, really good at doing. And for you to be able to recognize that in some way and to celebrate it. And then the third thing we have for you is a 5-week quest called Energetic Superpowers and Heroic Actions. And that looks at those superpowers and gets you to say, okay, if you were going to be heroic out into the world, how would you do that? We're also going to look at what is fundamentally stopping you there. So we've got those 3 things for you, which I'm going to link below this video. So that's about you knowing who you are and what it is that you're here to do in the world. The third thing that we need to do is an action step, and that is to break out of the box, break out of an identity that we perhaps been trapped in. Stop trying to please other people in some way and just be yourself. This time is about expression of who you are. And we can get trapped in these identities, in these boxes, or we're trying to please other people. We're trying not to upset things. This is a month where we get and should be start to be more individual and say, you know what? I'm passionate about this. I want to do this. I don't care what anyone says. This is what matters to me, and this is what I'm going to do. So get out of the box, step out, expand, be passionate about what it is you do, which leads us to the thing that underpins everything this month, and it's really easy to forget. And that is to have fun, be joyful. You will struggle with that, and this is why you will struggle with that. You see, we have been, as I said, over the last number of years, we've been reflecting, we've been looking at things, we've been letting go of things, we've been in a really difficult place. And for many of us, we have just forgotten to have fun. So this month is a chance to really remember how you can have fun. Now, remember, each individual has fun in their own way. Some people joke and laugh around, some people socialize, some people think, some people study. What is fun for you? The Vitality Test will help you with that, as will other things. But remember, fun should underpin everything that's going on this month. I hope you've enjoyed the energy waves. It would be ever so fun if you could press the like button, subscribe, whatever it is you do. Thank you very much, and I shall see you next month. Bye. Because you're still here, I've got something else to help you. In order for us to get outside our box, we need to be brave. We need to stand up for who we are. We need to reclaim our authority. Now, the easiest way to do that is to adopt a certain physical position. I obviously can't show you that because I'm currently trapped inside a box, but up here is a video. We'll explain all about how to get into a physicality that will give you more authority. Okay, thanks very much for watching, and put in the video below, I've seen this and I'm going to reclaim my authority. Okay, bye for now. Right. Oh, you're still here again. Bye.